and welcome in to Lovington Girls Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, and here we are in Eunice for cross-county tilts. Of course, Lovington 4A and Eunice 2A. Eunice has started district, right? But
they have, yes.
Lovington has not and will not. The larger schools not starting until next week, most. And but tonight we're here as Lovington continues on their quest, their journey to get as sharp as they can as they get ready to start district. And Eunice, of course, always looking to play a good game. They're always fiercely competitive, no matter who they're playing, whether a team that's down a classification from themselves or one or two up from themselves. They're always ready for the game. So here we are. Let's run down the rosters for you. For Eunice, number 1 is Chloe Jones. Number 2, Alondra Morin. Number 5 is D. Zamora. 14 is McKenna McBee. 20 is Lena Rodriguez. Number 23, Jasmine Martinez. Number 30, Aubrey Holler. Number 45, Michelle Ostos. Also on the roster without numbers, Kira Parker, Alea Garcia, and Mariah. I think that's Mariah McGuire, probably. And that's for Eunice, your home girls, who come into this at 5-6 overall, 0-1 in district. And turning over to Lovington, coming in 9-9. Number 3 is Audrey Alexander. Number 5 is Aubrey Aranda. 10 is Myra Castro. 12 is Malaya Castro. Number 14 is Ashlyn Barunda. Number 20 is Elizabeth Buendia. 23 is Carly Greben. Number 24, Erlyn Salcido. Number 30, Kira Olivas. And number 42, Abigail Schaus, under Chief Bridgeforth, the head coach. And the Eunice girls are being introduced right now.
And we do have one addition to the Lovington roster tonight because Elizabeth Buendia is out with an injury and will be until district starts. Number 22 is Luisa Cardenas.
All right, number 22, Luisa Cardenas. And I'm going to assume that she is coming up from the JV squad.
I believe so. She has seen a little action this year coming off of the bench.
Okay. All right, so Elizabeth Buendia actually incurred that injury, a groin injury from what we were told late in the, well, actually before just right at the half, right before the half of that game on Tuesday night, which the Lovington girls lost, but only by 10 points to 5A powerhouse Carlsbad. So they come into this one with some, knowing that they held their own and did a good job against Lovington, against Carlsbad on Tuesday night. So here we're just about ready for the tip-off of this one. It'll be Rodriguez in the center with Salcido for the tip-off. Maya Castro, Malaya Castro, Barunda, and Salcido are all on the floor to start off, and Aranda all starting for Lovington.
And looks like we have a number change for Eunice. Chloe Jones wearing number 11 tonight, I believe.
Okay. All right, then.
Would have been nice for her dad to have told us that.
He's probably got other things on his mind, of course. So here we are. We were just about ready for the tip-off, and then there was a whistle for some reason, and I think it was just administrative stuff. Now we're ready for this. And tip goes the way of Lovington. Myra Castro's got it. Leaves it off for Malaya. She's going to cross center court with no pressure defensively. Passes it around the arc right side, gets it back, pulls up, takes a three-point shot, goes off the mark, fight for it, goes out of bounds. Let's see if it's last touch. Both Lovington and Eunice were there. That was number 23, Martinez, fighting for it. It goes out, Lovington's ball. Myra Castro will inbound, get it over to Aranda. Aranda drives over, leaves it off for Malaya Castro. She gives it to Aranda. Pass over to Castro in the corner, into Salcido in the lane. She puts up a shot, won't fall. And the rebound is by Martinez, her first. Eunice has got the ball. No score yet in this one. A shot is up. No good. Fight for the rebound. Myra Castro has it, her first. She's going to bring it down. Pass it over to the right corner to Aranda. Then back, top of the arc, over to the left to Malaya Castro. She gets it to Barunda, back to Myra, now in the lane to Salcido. She's going to drive in, pass it to Barundo. She tries one, won't fall. Offensive rebound, a good one by Barunda. She passes it to Salcido. Salcido puts it up, almost point-blank range, off the glass, but doesn't fall, but she is fouled. She will go to the line, so that is Salcido with her first trip to the line. First foul called in this game. So, of course, first foul. First team foul on Eunice. Salcido will be at the line. And she's going to take her first shot, eyes it, skies it, and it's short. Bricks off the front. So a miss for Salcido.
And not sure who number 10 is, but that's who they called the foul on.
On their number 10, yeah, it's going to be either Parker Garcia or McGuire. Second one, no good as well. Still no score in this one. Eunice has got it. In fact, I think that's Chloe Jones with the rebound. She's going to run the point, bring it down, pass it off to the left corner. That is number 2, Morin, who drives across the lane and out of bounds under pressure. The ball knocked away by Lovington, so Eunice will keep the ball. Lady Cardinals, and Barunda, nice and quick, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay Eunice ball, but they'll move to the other side over into that left corner. They get it to Chloe Jones and sends it back, and now a shot is up and good as that is their number 10. We don't know who that is. So 3-0, Eunice leading Lovington here in this first quarter. As Lovington's got the ball back in their end, a pass almost stolen away by Jones. Quick. And a shot is taken, a three-point attempt, and it's nothing but air instead of net. The ball goes out of bounds, so it's Eunice's ball. Lovington still has yet to get on the board, and a pass is intercepted by Myra Castro. She takes it down, passes it off to the left, a bounce pass to Malaya Castro, who puts it up and in from the left side. So Lovington on the board now, 3-2. They trail by 1. Eunice with the ball. They bring it down. Chloe Jones running the point. And she loses the handle. Myra Castro with a steal. Gives it to Malaya Castro, who's going to take it down and try to put it in. And she is hip-checked and will get fouled. Let's see. They're going to call that on, I think they intend for it to be on number 1.
It's actually on Marin, number 2.
Okay, number 2. All right, I see. I'm getting used to their board. Okay. So it's on number 2. It's her first foul on number 2. And the first one by Malaya Castro is up and good. So now we're tied 3 apiece, and Malaya has a chance to put us 1 up.
Of course, these two teams met about 6 weeks ago, and tough-fought battle that Lovington got the win in.
And the second one up and rattles home as well. So Lovington up by 1 with 2 points by Malaya Castro at the line. And Eunice will bring it down slowly.
Good pressure from the Lady Cats.
And good pressure turns into a bad pass by Eunice and a steal by Malaya Castro. And she passes it over to Aranda. Aranda puts it up no good, and Eunice with the rebound. And they pass it over to number 20, that is Rodriguez in the lane, and she puts it up from the left for 2 more points. 5-4, your score. Eunice leading. Malaya Castro bringing it down for Lovington across the right. Gets it to Salcido. A pass over to Barunda on the left side. Barunda is going to put it up and in, but it goes out of bounds instead. And so the turnover by Lovington. Give it back to Eunice. Chloe Jones running the point. Gets it to Morin. Back to Jones. Now off to their number 20. That is Rodriguez from the left. Puts up a shot, won't fall. Barunda with the rebound. Gets it to Myra Castro. She'll bring the ball down. Pass over to Aranda. Almost stolen away. Then to Barunda. Barunda says Salcido. Salcido can't hang on to it. It flows over to Aranda. She puts one up, won't fall. And Eunice with the rebound. Chloe Jones has got it. Brings it in. Tries to put up a layup, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Goes out of bound. And they're going to call Lovington basketball. It'll be Myra Castro inbounding right underneath the Eunice basket, and gives it off to Malaya. Malaya bringing it down. Pass to Salcido. And a bad pass is picked off. Another turnover by Lovington, and that is number 10. We don't know who that young lady is, but she puts it up and in from the right side.
We'll double-check that at half for the first break.
Lovington has got to take care of the ball better. They've had several turnovers now, and a couple of them, this one at least, have blown up in their face. So a couple of them have turned out to be counters and pointers for Eunice.
Yeah, 3 turnovers now for the Lady Cats. They've also forced 3 on the Lady Cards.
7-4, your score. Eunice is leading as there was a turnover by Lovington at the other end. No point. Eunice with the ball. They bring it down, passing it near their basket. And again, number 10 puts up a shot. Schaus in the game now underneath the basket. And Schaus knocks it away. It'll stay Eunice basketball, but good job to block that out. Block that away. They inbound it to Chloe Jones. She puts up a shot, doesn't fall, and the rebound goes to Malaya Castro. It's going to be her first rebound. She pulls up, Gets it over to Aranda on the run on the right side. Oh, tries to time it so that she can go up. She does, but it's a little bit short. Ball falls. Schaus trying for the rebound, and the ball goes out of bounds. But they say it's going to be off of Eunice, and it'll be Lovington ball. Schaus is in, and Olivas are in now for Eunice. And also number 4, which I don't have a number 4 for us. And that's Barunda, number 14. And then Aranda. Count the bucket and the foul as Barunda gets the ball from, they inbound to Barunda on the left side, and she puts up the shot. Actually, they don't count the bucket.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they did, because it's 7-6 now. So they count the bucket, and they call the foul on their number 10. And that's the second team foul, and Barunda puts it up and in. So now we are tied 7-all. 3:30 left to play in this first quarter in Eunice. It's all tied up. As Eunice definitely gets fired up for this game always. And Lovington, having played very well against Carlsbad, now stumbling just a little bit early against Eunice, a very game Eunice team. They inbound, bring it down the court. Chloe Jones moving it, leaves it off for Rodriguez. She takes a 3 at it, doesn't fall. Aranda with the rebound. Aranda going to drive down from the right side, put it up and in, banks it off, and nice. She takes it coast to coast and puts Lovington up 2 points. There you have the lead for the first time in this game, 9-7 now. Eunice slowing it down a little bit. Chloe Jones going to cross the timeline, actually pass it across to Morin driving in. A little jumper, won't fall, fight for the ball. And it comes away, and there's a little free fall for it. Free ball ends up being controlled by Malaya Castro brings it down, leaves it off for Aranda, gets it over to Olivas, back to Castro in the corner, in the left corner. Now, a dangerous pass into Schaus, who is in the lane, and it goes out of her hands. She's just trying not to foul anybody, trying not to bring those arms down and hit anybody, and the ball goes out of bounds. So a turnover for Lovington again. Eunice has it. We're going to give it to Chloe Jones. She'll walk the point, actually. Drive across now. Pass it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a quick pass to Martinez. A point-blank layup doesn't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it's controlled by Eunice. Haller kicks it back out to Jones. Jones over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to Jones. She drives in, puts up a little floater, and it falls. So now we're tied up 9-9. The first 2 points for Chloe Jones in this game. Malaya Castro's got it. Brings across the timeline. Passes it to Myra on the left. Myra all the way over to the right corner to Olivas. Back to Myra. She pulls up, takes a three-point shot, and buries it. A nice 3 from Myra Castro. She's on the board and puts Eunice Lovington ahead by 3 points over Eunice. 12-9 now. 1:30 left to play in this first quarter. Jones has it. Passes it over to Rodriguez. And now in the lane, right over to Martinez. Same play that Eunice ran before. This time, the basket does not fall again. It's on the floor. Fight for the rebound, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a push foul on Olivas, I believe, on number 30. It's going to be the first foul, and I'm pretty sure he said 3-0, but it's on the floor. Yep, it is on Olivas. Eunice inbounds. That is Rodriguez. Nowhere to go. Olivas hard on her. Jones almost gets it stolen away. Aubrey Alexander in the ball game now for the first time. And there's going to be a lane violation against Eunice, so they'll turn the ball over to Lovington.
5th turnover for the Lady Cardinals. 1:13 to go here in the first.
Myra Castro inbounds to Malaya. She'll run the point, cross the timeline. Gets it over to Olivas in the right corner. Back to Malaya. Over to Aubrey Alexander on the left side. Getting worked on hard. Good defense by Eunice. Passes it into the corner to Olivas. Kicks it back out to Castro, over to Aubrey Aranda in the right corner. Thinks about the 3, gives it to Myra Castro. Malaya actually takes the 3-point shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Schaus bumped it, but Alexander ends up with it. They pass it. Myra Castro taking a shot. Schaus with the rebound and the putback no good, and this time Eunice has it, and that was Haller with the rebound. 30 seconds left to play in this first half, 12-9. Lovington leading. Oh, and Chloe Jones has her pocket picked as Malaya Castro picks it up, runs it all the way down, and puts it up and in from the right side, giving Lovington their biggest lead, 14-9. Whistle sounds on the inbound. They're going to call a foul away from the ball. No, there's a question, I think. The ref called a whistle to, I guess, clarification. And there's no foul, no harm.
Yeah, I think the clock had continued to run, and so I think Chief Bridgeforth was just asking, hey, why is it still running when it
should have been
clock
stopped. Okay. So Eunice has it. Chloe Jones with the ball, almost gets her pocket pick. The ball is loose on the floor, and Myra Castro picks it up, gives it to Malaya. Malaya drives down, trying to put up a shot. She's going to get blocked in the lane by Morin, and the Eunice faithful not liking the call. They're going to call the foul on number 2, Morin, or Morin. But I think it's Morin.
That'll be her second personal.
Second personal, and that's the first. It's not the first team foul.
That's the fourth team foul.
Yeah, it's a fourth team foul. They don't have that.
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah,
it's 4-1. It is. It's behind
the scoreboard.
Yeah, I just couldn't see it. It's kind of blocked from our view. So Malaya Castro is at the line for 2, and she makes her first one. So that's going to put Lovington up 15-9 now, a 6-point lead. Again, the biggest of the ball game for either team. And she'll take a second shot. And that one is up and rattles home as well. So 16-9, Lovington leading. Just 3 seconds left to play in this first quarter, and the time is going to expire. A last-second desperation shot hits the backboard. No good. We'll go and come back with the second quarter of play as Lovington is leading Eunice here, 16-9. And we will be back to Cardinal Gym after a word from our sponsors here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
And welcome back to Cardinal Gym.
Langston Gym.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, I'm distracted by the board here. This is a new piece of equipment, so I'm trying to learn as I go here. And we say thank you to all of our sponsors here. I'm not sure I've got the list. I'll catch up with that list. It's on the floor, actually, up here in the bleachers where we are. Okay. And let's get this second quarter underway. Did you catch some numbers for
I did,
us?
and I will get those as soon as I get them replaced in my book here.
Eunice is going to inbound, get it to Chloe Jones. Chloe Jones comes across the timeline right side, passes it off, gets it back. Good hustle by Aranda is going to steal the ball, take it down, then pass to Malaya Castro, who puts it up and in from the right side. Nice teamwork and good hustle as Eunice was just kind of taking their time a little bit. And that's another turnover for Eunice.
And Malaya now with 10 points in the ball game.
Yeah, nice. As she has really stepped up tonight. They're without Buendia, who's their leading scorer. And a whistle sounds as Eunice taking the ball over here in the right corner. And it's a tie ball, and the arrow goes the way of Lovington. So they'll have the ball. As I get the score bug caught up, it reset on me. Went back to just 0-0-0. So 18-9 is your score. Lovington leading. Second quarter just underway. And Lovington with the ball. Myra brings it down. Leaves it off. Malaya brings it down. Leaves it off for Myra. Myra going to head it back to Malaya deep in the left corner. And she puts up a three and hits the bottom of the net. When Malaya is hot with those threes, she can pop them. And that's another one of them. 21-9 there is Lovington stretching it out over Eunice. But Eunice not dead. They bring the ball down, pass it down, get it into the lane. And number 42 has nowhere to go with it. Passes it off, and then a bucket shot is taken, and 2 points made by Martinez. So Martinez with a pair makes it 21-11. Lovington bringing it down the other way. And Eunice thinks that Barunda stepped out of bounds, and apparently she did.
So that'll be the fifth turnover for the Lady Cats.
I think that's what happened. We really can't see. That's one of the blind spots where we are, and there's no way to really tell right down there. But Eunice has the ball back, so it is a turnover. Oh, and a bad pass stolen away by Salcido. She gives it off to Aranda, drives down right side. Gets it to Myra Castro, top of the arc. Then to Aranda, right side. Drives in, pulls up, puts a little jumper. No good. Fight for the rebound. Salcido's got it. No, Barunda's got it. She passes it off. No, Salcido had it and gave it to Barunda, who lost it. So another turnover by Lovington. Eunice has it. That's number 10 driving in. Kicks it back out now to
and
Rodriguez.
10 is McKenna McBee.
And Rodriguez puts up a shot, won't fall. Fight for it. The ball on the ground, kind of kicked by players. Let's see. Looked like Haller kicked it out, and she did. Just fighting for it. Nope, they're going to say it was last touch by Lovington. So from Haller off of a Lovington player. And Eunice will inbound underneath their own basket. And they get it to McBee. Number 10 is McBee, is that right?
Yes.
McBee going to get it around. Pass it around, almost stolen away by Malia Castro. So Martinez decides to drive the lane, then passes it to number 42, who puts it up and in. And 42 is
Samantha Allen.
Samantha Allen, okay. A name we don't have. Okay. So
and back down the other way and bank it up and in.
Lovington and who?
That was Barunda.
Barunda with a basket. Makes it 23-13, back to a 10-point lead. He's making notes on the rosters. Number 23, Martinez with the ball. Kicks it out. And a shot at the top of the arc by McBee. And that is a three-pointer, and that's going to make it 23-16.
Her second three of the game. They left her open. She took the shot.
And back down the other way, Aranda in the left corner, works around, gives it to Malia Castro in the right corner. She puts up a shot. Attempted three won't fall, and a nice offensive rebound by by Aranda, that is. And the putback no good, and then that rebound is made by McBee. She's going to take it coast to coast. Going to try to put up a shot. It's going to get blocked by Myra Castro, and she gets arm of hand and not ball. And that's going to be the first foul called on Castro, on Mount Maya, that is. So it's going to send number 10 McBee to the line. First shot at the free throws tonight, and she buries it. So there's another point for her. Makes it 23-17, and Eunice is creeping in, cutting into the Lovington lead. And I believe that is Barunda who comes out for Lovington. Second shot is up and good as well. So Lovington's got to keep their pedal on the gas here. They get it to Malia Castro, brings it across right side. Passes to Myra in the right corner, back to Olivas, top of the arc. Bounce pass over to Myra in the corner. A pass all the way to Malay on the left wing. One of her favorite spots to pop a three. It's up, no good. Rebound comes down. They're finally going to call a jump ball as Haller's got her hands on it. And I think Aranda and Castro were fighting for it too. The error goes to Eunice though, so it'll stay Lady Cardinal basketball. And they give the ball to McBee. Then back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez into Haller. Haller into Allen. Allen puts it up and in from the right side and makes it 23-20, just like that. Just a three-point lead by Lovington, and Chief Bridgeforth wants to take a break and talk about it, and it is going to be a full 60. So we'll be back with more Lady. Yeah, it is a full one. And we'll be back with more Lady Wildcat basketball from Eunice on Lovington Sports YouTube and ObsAmerica.com.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartApp. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcacnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Lovington Wildcat basketball from Eunice. And we're underway out of the timeout by Lovington. They lead only by 3, 23-20. 4 minutes, 10 seconds left to play in this second quarter. And Lovington with the ball, passing it around, and has it stolen away by Eunice. Forced another turnover, and now Rodriguez brings it down, takes a shot, won't fall. Olivas grabs the rebound, and she's going to get pushed by Haller. So it'll be on the floor, though. So Haller called, and that's going to be the first foul on her. But that is the 5th team foul on Eunice. Malaya Castro with the ball, brings it down, works to the left. To Myra Castro, gets it back until Salcido, top of the arc, kick it out. They get it to Myra Castro in the right corner. She puts up a shot, won't fall. And off of the failed three-pointer, Eunice has got the ball. They bring it down. That is a Rodriguez. Rodriguez over to McBee. Keeps it, then back over to McBee. Lovington trying to keep him out of the paint. There's a jump shot by Rodriguez, and that's going to be, her foot was on the line. She was right on the arc, but that's just 2 points, but it does tie it up now. It was a three-pointer. It was 23-20, and it was a three-pointer. So now we're tied, 23 all.
And at one point, Lovington was up by 11 in this one.
They give it to Malaya Castro, drives the lane and puts up a shot, makes it. So now 25-23 your score with 2:50 left to play in this second quarter. Fast-moving second quarter, faster than the first. Eunice with the ball, they bring it down, trying to work it into the lane, and a bad pass stolen away by Aranda. She's going to pull up top of the arc, give it to Myra Castro. She pulls up, thinks about the three, then takes another couple of steps forward, puts up the shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Haller's got her hands on it. They're going to call a jump ball because Malaya Castro got her hands on it as well. And this time the arrow goes to Lovington. So Olivas will inbound just to the left of the Eunice basket, or the Lovington basket, rather. Get it to Schaus. Schaus to Olivas. Olivas to Castro. Castro over to Malaya. Malaya back into Barunda in the lane. And they're going to say she traveled as she was getting ready to pass it. Took a little step forward, a sliding step forward. So that's going to be another turnover on Lovington. Give it to Eunice. McBee's going to run the point. McBee came in. And, man, she's kind of been a little spark plug for Eunice. Oh, a pass over to Morin in the corner, almost stolen away by Barunda. Good hustle. As Eunice continues to work the ball, Malaya Castro this time stealing it away, takes it coast to coast, puts up the layup, it bounces left, right, and finally drops in. And 27-23 now as Lovington has stretched it back out to a 4-point lead. Eunice with the ball, though, coming the other direction. That's Rodriguez trying a three-point shot from just outside the arc on the right side, and it hits the top of the rim and then bounces out of bounds. Lovington basketball.
17 points in the ball game for Malaya Castro.
Myra Castro inbounds to Malaya. Malaya running the point on the right side. Gets it to Olivas, right corner. Then into Barunda in the lane. Then they get it to Schaus. She turns around. Oh, tries a layup. It won't fall. And it bounces out. Howler with the rebound. Eunice has the ball. They bring it down. They give it to McBee right side. She pulls up. Oh, and nothing but net on that little. She pulled up and took a jumper and dropped it in the net. So 27-25 now.
And 10 points now for McBee.
Lovington with the ball. They get it to Olivas in the left corner. Kicks it back out to Malaya, top of the arc, to Olivas in the right side. Then Malaya pulls up, takes a jumper. It's short, won't fall. Comes down Barunda with the rebound, and before she can try to put it up, she's fouled. Let's see who they call it on. It's away from the ball. It'll be on the floor, and they're going to call a push foul on number 23. That is Martinez.
And that will be the 6th-team foul on Eunice. It is on the floor, though. 1:07 to go here in the first half.
27-25, Lovington leading just by 2 points. They've got the ball. Olivas inbounding underneath their basket to the left, looking for room. Finally gets it to Myra Castro. Myra to Barunda, right side, works it, leaves it off for Olivas, takes a shot, won't fall, and the rebound is made by Eunice, and that is McBee with the rebound. And she's going to keep the ball, to drive down, and pass it off to Chloe Jones back in the game for Eunice. Jones to McBee on the right side. McBee to Moore, and she drives the lane, tries to put up a shot and won't fall, and she goes out of bounds. And
they're going to say Barunda
touched it for Lovington, so it'll be Eunice ball. They give it to Morin. She puts a shot up. Left side won't fall. And Chloe Jones with the rebound. Now passes it off. Shot up, no good. That was number 20, Rodriguez, taking it. She falls backwards, just kind of her own volition, kind of tripped herself up. No whistle, no foul. And it'll be Lovington ball. Lovington will inbound. And Chief Bridgeforth pulling out Schaus and putting in Salcido. Myra Castro will inbound to Malaya. Malaya will run the point. Across the timeline. Right side. Give it off to Myra. Left. Back to Malaya. Then into Salcido. She kicks it out to Olivas. Olivas passes, and a bad pass. Very dangerous. Salcido can't handle it. And Eunice picks it up. So another turnover by Lovington. As they pass it around, they give it to Rodriguez. She puts up a shot, won't fall. Ball's loose on the court, and Myra Castro comes up with it. Castro's going to run it. Center court, cross the timeline. And to put up a shot. It's going to hit the backboard, and that means it'll go to Eunice. With just 2 seconds left, and there was a girl down on the court. Yeah, I think Eunice wanted a foul against Lovington back in the backcourt, but they didn't get it. Time is going to run out as Eunice putting up a shot, and that's she ends up on the floor. That's McBee who ends up on the, is it, or 20? Nope, that is number 20. That is Rodriguez who ends up on the floor. She wants a foul, but nothing is called, and we're at halftime, and Lovington has a slim 2-point lead. It is 27-25, and we will be back with your halftime show. It's going to be your Lovington Auto Supply halftime show, and we'll have it for you. This is Lovington Girls Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net. We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats. We're the pharmacy that you've trusted.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
Honest, trustworthy, and well-behaved.
gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big job for small jobs. Call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question. Call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
And welcome back to Eunice, as it's Lovington girls basketball. And at the halftime, Lovington has a slight 2-point lead. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. And this is how we got to your 27-25 score after 2 quarters of play, TJ.
Well, thank you very much. We will start with the home team, Eunice Lady Cardinals. Their leading scorer right now is McKenna McBee. She's got 12 points in the ballgame. 5 points for Alina Rodriguez. 4 points for Samantha Allen. Then you got 2 points for Jasmine Martinez, 2 points for Chloe Jones. Leading rebounder right now for the Lady Cardinals is Aubrey Haller. She has 4. Martinez right behind her with 3. Chloe Jones also with 3. 14 rebounds as a team for Eunice. They go 2 of 2 from the free throw line in the first half. They turn the ball over 13 times, scored 9 points in the first and 16 in the second. That's how they get to their 25 on the board. Turning the page for your Lovington Lady Cats, it has been the Malaya Castro show. She leads the Lady Cats in all scores, 17 points in the first half of play. Right behind her, Ashlyn Barunda with 5. Then 3 points, Myra Castro. Aubrey Aranda also with a bucket in the ball game. For Lovington, Aranda, Myra Castro, Ashlyn Barunda, Erlyn Salcido, each with 2 rebounds apiece. Lovington out-rebounded in that first half. They had 13 as a team. Lovington went 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the first half, turned the ball over 9 times, scored 16 in the first, 11 in the second. That's how they get to their 27. I'm pretty sure that's pretty close to accurate. We were doing a little scrambling as we were getting on the air here. So
it's all right. As the teams are starting to come back out to warm up. We've got 5 minutes left in the halftime, and you're listening to your Lovington Auto Supply halftime show here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. And in that first half, we saw Lovington get off to a bit of a slow start. They were very cold shooting, and it took them a while to get on the board. Once they did, they blazed out and carved out a nice lead, which Eunice turned around and ate into and ended up tying it up. And it was pretty much back and forth in that second half of that second quarter. Pretty tight game, and Lovington, although they had stretched it back out, had about a 4-point lead, ended up with just 2 points ahead at the halftime buzzer. So Eunice is definitely making things interesting. Lovington having some shooting woes, and Lovington, when they've missed, Eunice has been right there denying them a second look at the basket. I think Lovington has only had 1 or 2 second looks at the basket. Only one time when they actually had 3 chances at the basket and ended up making no points off of those. So Eunice has been taking care of the glass, and the only good thing for Lovington is Eunice has also turned over the ball quite a bit, and Lovington has been able to pick their pocket and to pick up the balls and do a little bit of rebounding themselves and make those points count.
Well, they certainly have, and they've done a nice job on that. They came out in pressure defense, and this team plays pretty well when they're going man up and they're going full court press, and that forced 4 or 5 of those turnovers that they forced in that first half. The important thing for Lovington going into the second half, and like I said, Malaya Castro has done a fantastic job, but I mean really for today and then again on Friday, it's going to be finding somebody to replace the scoring and the floor leadership of Elizabeth Buendia. Now, she's supposed to be back when we start for district
right.
when we start that next Friday night. Yeah. But it's going to be important to find somebody else to step up. And I think that's been something that Chief Bridgeforth has kind of been looking for a lot of girls, somebody who can. And Malaya Castro certainly has done that tonight. Aubrey Aranda also capable of that, kind of having an off night. Ashlyn Barunda has missed a cut. She's had some looks, has missed a couple of close-in shots. Erlyn Salcido, another one who can have one of those big games. And Abigail Schaus, still learning, and she got 1 rebound, but she missed a couple of point-blank shots. They need to find a way to get those to keep falling, or to get those to fall, right. I should say, if they want to maintain this lead and get back on the right side of 500.
Yeah, she's a really good presence, a nice tall presence, and she's right there, and she's learning and growing, and we see the improvement all the time for her. She's got a really great attitude, and Coach Bridgeforth said after the game last week that she just really is great. She accepts the coach. She's always just right there working hard, saying, yes, coach, okay, doing whatever is asked, and she is developing as a player, and that presence is great. But if she's going to be there and be able to try to take shots at the basket, yes, they do need to fall, but so far it's still been pretty good watching her and the rest of the Lovington girls work a pretty good first half. They're going to need to be a little stronger on the shooting and take care of the ball a little better, shut down the turnovers, and of course try to get those rebounds when they do miss shots. They're going to try to get the offensive rebound and try to really clean off the glass better at the other end of the gym as well.
And Eunice always, we didn't mention this, Eunice always tough here at Joe Langston Gym.
Of course, yeah. They're home, so they're gamers no matter. I mean, I think Eunice never even bothers to see, are we playing a 2A? Are we playing a 4A? Are we playing a 5A?
Are we playing the Lakers?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to them. They're always in there fighting and tough, and they always manage to have girls who step up. In this game, we had girls not even on the roster who have been the three, two of the 3-4 most instrumental girls in the game in the second quarter who came in, McBee and Samantha Allen and Hal. I mean, they've just really stepped up. And now, as you said, Lovington looking to replace Elizabeth Buendia at least, until she gets back. We understand and hope that it's not a serious injury, but they're just letting her get healthy just in case, because they're really needing Buendia, of course, for district, which starts for Lovington on the 27th against Artesia. So here we are just about ready to get this one going again. This has been your Lovington Auto Supply halftime show. Just less than about a half a minute left on the halftime clock now as both the teams coming back out. It's 27-25, a slim 2-point lead by Lovington. And we'll be back and get Lovington girls basketball on the way here on Lovington Sports YouTube.
Actually, they're getting ready to throw it in.
They are. They're getting ready at half court. It's going to be Eunice with the ball. They get it in to Chloe Jones. Jones back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez bounces into the Howler underneath the basket. Howler no good, but she gets her own rebound. Gets it to Chloe Jones, who drives through the lane in traffic, and it gets fouled. And you saw that one coming, and it's unfortunate because, I think Chloe knew that she just entered the fray knowing, well, she's just going to try to, get through it and hopefully get fouled, and she did. So she's at the line, up and good. So 27-26 now. This is the first foul called in the second half, and we've only played 13 seconds. 13 seconds of the third quarter. And second one is up and good as well, so we're tied. Lovington's ball. Salcedo will inbound, get it to Malaya Castro. Castro running the point, moves to the right, gives it to Maya Castro on the left. Gets it to Aranda, right side. Back out to Malaya Castro, drives in, puts up a little teardrop floater, won't fall, but Salcedo with the rebound and the putback makes it 29-27. Back up to Lovington's 2-point lead. Eunice with the ball. Jones to McBee, back to Jones. Going to walk it across the timeline. Floated up to Howler. Howler getting worked on. Gets it to Jones. Jones in the corner. Rodriguez pulls out outside the arc. Puts up a jumper. Won't fall. Fight for the rebound. And number 23 has it. Martinez. They reset. Get it back to Jones. And from the free throw line, she banks it off the glass and in for 2 points and ties it back up.
From the free throw line in this gym, Chloe Jones is going to be dangerous.
Lovington working the ball from the outside into the lane, and Barunda with the ball, going for the ball. She gets fouled. Who they're going to call that on? They're going to call that on number 30, which is Howler. So Eunice faithful not liking that call at all, but Barunda will go to the line, and that's a second foul on Howler.
She's 1 of 1 from the line tonight.
Barunda makes it 2 of 2. And
no curse of the announcer on that one.
No.
6 points now for Barunda in the ball game.
30-29. She'll get a second chance at it. Howler and Rodriguez in the blocks up front for Eunice. Second one is good. 31-29 now. And Eunice with the ball. Jones passes to McBee in the right corner, back to Jones. Outside the arc on the right side, she's going to drive in. Kick it back down to McBee. McBee looking for room. Gets it to Jones. Jones pulls up, right side, spins in and out, no good. And then there's a fight for the rebound. I think it looked like Rodriguez touched it last and pushed it out of bounds, but he's going to say it was Lovington who got to it. So it's going to be Rodriguez inbounding. And a pass almost picked off, and it is picked off by Malaya Castro. She's going to drive in right side, put it in, try to bank it off the glass, but she's going to get fouled. I think they'll call it on Chloe Jones. We'll see.
Yeah, that'll be her first personal second team foul on Eunice.
And Malaya Castro at the line. Yep, it is. It is on Jones. Castro can put Lovington up by more than the 2 that they are now. 31-29 score. High arc and nothing but nets. So 32-29. Malaya has stepped up nicely in the vacuum of Buendia, running the point for Eunice, Lovington, and also the leading scorer now. Second one up and good as well. So Malaya came to play tonight for sure. 33-29, 4-point lead by Lovington. 6 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Eunice with the ball. A little trouble hanging on to it. They cough it up, and Lovington's got it. They give it to Aranda. Oh, and that's going to be a charge. Yep.
Nope, they're going to call the block.
They're going to call the block, actually. And Rodriguez is going to do what I thought. I really thought she had her feet set, but no. And we're happy to report that, actually. But Eunice not happy about the call. And
for Rodriguez, that'll be her first personal third team foul here still early.
Aranda at the line. First one is up, no good. And Salcida with the rebound, but they're going to call a lane violation maybe?
No,
nope.
The scoreboard hit the buzzer before the shot went up, and so
okay.
that's an environmental distraction, and so Salcido.
They should just replay it.
I think they're going to replay it. They're going to give her another shot at it.
Right.
So they're going to wipe it off and then send it in.
So 29-35.
They're talking about it. There's some question because the shot went up, but then the buzzer sounded while the rebound was going on.
All right.
And they're going to say jump ball, and they're going to say Lovington basketball.
So she doesn't get another shot at the line. It is 35-29, 6-point lead by Lovington, but Lovington will maintain control of the basketball. So something, just a little bit of. Sometimes even the refs need to talk it out and figure out what's going on. Oh, and the ball, a bad pass is stolen away by McBee and denies Lovington a chance to add to the score in their end of the court. They send it down, get it to Jones, back to McBee, top of the arc, knocked away, almost stolen by Lovington. They get it back to Jones. Jones gives it off to Rodriguez in the corner. No good. A three-pointer up, but Howler has got the rebound. The putback no good this time. Myra has the rebound. She's going to run it down, take the ball in the lane, and now this time they're going to say that's right. They're going to say Myra charged, and she was trying to put up a shot that was no good anyway. So give it to Eunice. 35-29, Lovington still 6 up, 5:29 left to play in the third quarter. And the teams will go down and get set. No defensive pressure as Eunice inbounds. Jones will take the ball, walk across the timeline, center court. Pass over to the left. And then back over to Jones, right side. She drifts toward the corner, pulls up, gets it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez into number 23, Martinez, in the lane before she can pull the ball up and try to take a shot at it. They're going to say she's fouled. Nope, jump ball. So good job, Lovington getting a hand on it, but the arrow stays with Eunice. So Eunice will inbound, get it to McBee, and then back into the left corner. A three-point shot up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's loose on the court, and McBee picks it up. Getting double-teamed, loses the handle on the ball, off of her foot, out of bounds. She's getting worked on pretty hard by Aranda and Malaya Castro, but they're going to say it was actually last touch by Lovington.
Yeah, threw the fastball there off of Castro's leg, and so it'll stay Eunice basketball.
And inbounding will be Rodriguez to Jones. Right side, back to Jones, drifting back midcourt. Works into the right. Leaves it off for Rodriguez. Rodriguez looking for somebody. Somebody gives it to McBee. McBee in the right corner, and I think they're going to say
Going to say timeout.
Timeout called by Eunice, as a matter of fact. Eunice is kind of hitting a stumbling block there. And let's see, is it just a 30? No, it's a 60. So we'll be back with more Lovington girls basketball here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Wildcats!
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcacnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
And welcome back to Joe Langston Gym in Eunice. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle out of the Eunice timeout. We're back to playing basketball. We're in the third quarter, 4:36 left to play. Lovington leading 35-29, 6-point lead. Eunice has the ball, though. They're going to inbound from midcourt. Rodriguez into Jones to McBee, back to Rodriguez. A bounce pass in the lane is a bad one, and it's taken away by Olivas of Lovington. Gets it to Myra Castro. Back to Olivas on the right wing. Into Salcido. She drives the lane, puts it up off the backboard, and just like that, another 2 points, and it is 37-29.
Good positioning and a good move by Salcido to go around Haller and get herself to the bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. Great awareness of the court, of where the ball was and everybody was. Nice basketball IQ there. Eunice dribbling around the outside of the arc, looking for room. They get it into, trying to get it into 42, which is Allen. And good defense by Lovington, just all over the ball. They end up getting the ball, and it was a tie ball. And the arrow goes the way of Lovington. So it will be Myra inbounding to Malaya. Castro bringing it across, right side. Works the ball over to the left. Almost loses it, gets it back, then to Aranda. Kicks it over to Myra Castro. Thinks about the three, pulls up, gets it to Olivas on the right side. Olivas puts up a shot, won't fall. Salcido with the rebound.
Her fifth.
And, the ball, fight for it. It's going to end up being Lovington basketball. As Chloe Jones, good hustle over there, trying for the ball, knocks it out. Myra Castro will inbound from the left corner. Gets to Malaya. Malaya going to work over top of the arc. Get it to Olivas, right side. She'll move in, get it to Aranda. Aranda, no-look pass. Gets it out. Malaya corrals it. Kick it over. Myra's got it. She drives in. She drives all the way in the lane and puts the bucket up and in high off the backboard. I didn't think that was going to make it. Good job. 39-29 now. 10-point lead by Lovington. 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Chloe Jones has it. Across the timeline, center court, works the ball in, takes it in herself, puts up a jumper, won't fall, gets her own rebound, and the putback. A nice move from the left, and she puts 2 more points in, makes it 39-31.
8 points now for Jones in the ball game.
Lovington with the ball. Malaya Castro with it, gets to Olivas. Olivas to Salcido in the lane. Salcido puts up a ball. It should have gone, won't fall, and her put back no good. Aranda's got it. It goes to Eunice and then bounces away. Malaya Castro corrals it, then sends it in the lane. There's such a free-for-all for it, and one of the refs looks like he was going to call a foul. The other one calling a jump ball because there was a fight for it right underneath the basket. Just free-for-all. There's no other word for it. Both these teams, when they get the ball, it's like a swarm of sharks with a big slab of tuna or something, and it's kind of crazy, and it usually means elbows thrown and jump balls out of the fray. This time, arrow to Eunice. They've got it, inbound it. Chloe Jones running the point, brings it across the timeline, moves it over to Morin in the right corner. Morin drives in, loses the handle on it. Ball's loose goes across the bounds. They're going to call the travel on her. She lost the handle on it and then scooted across, ended up on her knees. So that's why she was the first to reach it and get her hands on the ball, and she was on the floor when she did it. So the travel turns the ball over to Lovington. And Lovington will have it. Borunda to Malaya Castro. She'll run the point, bring it down. Center court, moves to the right. Pass to Schaus in the lane. She puts up a jumper. It won't fall. Gets a rebound, and the putback is good, and that's nice to see. Schaus with 2 points.
Go along with a couple of rebounds in the ball game.
And good moves there, what Lovington needs to do. Eunice with the ball. Chloe Jones with it. She's going to run it. Throw up a just desperation shot. It won't fall. Eunice with the rebound. Then there's a free-for-all on the rebound. It's a loose ball running across the court. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Eunice. Chloe Jones doing a great effort to try to corral it before it went, but she couldn't get to it in time. So Lovington will have the ball. 41-31 is the score. 10-point lead by Lovington now. 1:30 left to play in this third quarter. Malaya Castro with the ball. Gets it to Olivas right corner, back to Castro, and she pops the net. That's one of her sweet spots. She can pop it from the right and the left, just beyond the arc.
22 points
sides
for Malaya now.
Yeah, and that makes it 44-31. Eunice with the ball. Morin with it, and a bad pass is taken away. Aranda right there. She's going to take it coast to coast, lay it up and in. 2 more points. Lovington pouring it on, and quickly a timeout called by Eunice. 46-31, a 15-point lead. We'll be back in 30 seconds with more Lovington Lady Cat basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
It's no secret, at some point you'll have a question or need to replace or fix something on your vehicle. Whether your vehicle is new or ancient, Lovington Auto Supply is your trusted advisor when you need dependable auto parts. Not only do they have the parts you need, they have real answers to your real automotive questions, and that help keeps your vehicle running longer and stronger. Quality parts, helpful people. Lovington Auto Supply, 217 West Avenue D in Lovington. Napa, get up and go.
And welcome back to Joe Langston Gym in Eunice. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. Out of the Eunice timeout, it's Lovington Eunice basketball here on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Eunice will have the ball. They'll inbound from opposite their court, opposite end. That's going to be Rodriguez to Jones. Jones running the point, across the timeline right side. And worked on by Malaya Castro, drives in, puts up a shot. It doesn't fall, but they are going to call Lovington, and as that was, you could just see that it was designed that way. She just threw up the ball kind of mid-stride, and if it went in, it went in. Great, but I think the real object there was just to draw the foul, and she does. They're going to call that on Aranda. That's her second foul, 4th team foul in this second half, and puts Jones at the line. And up and good. Nothing but net, 46-33.
Again, Chloe's probably been shooting free throws in this gym since before she was born. Her dad, of course, the longtime girls coach here, so she ought to be pretty much 100% from there.
That was 46-32. Second shot, no good. I think the announcer's curse was in place there. I
think so.
And stolen, and Lovington with the ball. Pressure by Eunice in the backcourt. The ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it's Lovington's ball. Eunice faithful not liking that. But Lovington will inbound.
I said almost perfect.
46-32 the score here. 47 seconds left in this third quarter. Lovington's got it. They give it to Olivas, and she puts up a three-pointer from the right side, and that's going to make it 49-32. Beautiful shot by Olivas.
Not normally known as an outside shooter.
Not known for her threes, but we'll take it. Eunice with the ball. 27 seconds left. Bad pass. Eunice gets it to it first. Corralling it up is number 20, Rodriguez, and then it's taken away by Aranda. She's going to move in, take it in herself, and point-blank range loses it. The putback by Malaya Castro, no good. Finally, a fight for the rebound. Schaus kind of bounces it back. Aranda's got it. She's going to get it to Malaya Castro from the left. Tries a three, won't fall. Eunice with the rebound. That's number 23, Martinez. And at the buzzer, the end of the third quarter, 49-32, 17-point by Lovington. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here at Langston Gym, Lovington Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build champion cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net. For over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
And welcome back to Joe Langston Gym, fourth quarter, as we get ready to get the final quarter of this one underway. 49-32 your score. Lovington with a 17-point lead, but a very gamer squad from Eunice. So even though that's a nice lead, if Lovington doesn't keep their foot on the pedal and take care of the basketball, Eunice will eat into that very quickly.
It was a 22-7 run in that third quarter for Lovington, so they poured it on. And 22 points in the game for Malaya Castro.
They'll need to continue to be aggressive, take care of the ball, and also force some turnovers, which they did in that third quarter. Lovington inbounding, going to bounce it, almost lose it. Pass it over to Olivas on the right side. She passes in the lane, dangerous. Picked up by Aranda and saved, and then pushed away by Martinez, who gets it, takes it coast to coast, and makes Lovington pay, puts it in from the right side.
4 points now for Martinez.
49-34 coming the other way. Lovington, as we said, got to take care of the basketball. Passing in the lane like that with everybody's hands up, it's kind of dicey, and it has not paid off for Lovington. They pass it around, and a shot from Barunda on the left wing. No good. Fight for the rebound. Malaya's got her hands on it, but it's a jump ball, and that goes the way of Eunice. It'll be McBee to inbound with Rodriguez back. Rodriguez will run the point, take it across the timeline. 7 minutes left to play in this fourth quarter in the game. Lovington leading, but Eunice threatening. Always. They pass across and around the arc and then get it back. McBee's got it in the right corner. She tries to pass to Howler. It hits the floor, and there's a fight for it. They're going to call jump ball. Nope, they're going to call a foul.
Coach Gary Frazier called the timeout.
Okay. Got a foul.
To save the possession. Yeah.
So it'll just be a 30-second, and we'll keep it right here. As, Lovington, and, a loose ball. The ball, it's been kind of sloppy play at times for both of these teams, as going for balls, tipping it, fighting for possession. We've had a lot of jump balls, but we've had a lot of balls on the floor, fighting for it, free-for-alls. At times both teams looking really sharp, and then at times they just get muddled.
Well, and I think a lot of that is, especially on rebounds, each team has been taught to try and tip it and get it to a girl maybe on the perimeter. Problem is, when the tip drill starts, all the girls are collapsing in, so you've got 10 girls. It's like a rugby scrum in there, and that tends to make things a little bit sloppy because there's nobody out playing to get it when it squirts out.
Nobody on the perimeter. Luckily, both teams have benefited at times from having the ball squirt out and just having a player close enough to pick it up. And this time, out of the timeout, Eunice will inbound underneath their basket. They get it out to Jones. Jones to McBee in the right corner, back to Jones right side. She pulls up, back to McBee. McBee drives in, going to put up a shot. No good, but Eunice with the rebound. And a putback is a three-pointer. Pops the net by Rodriguez. Off of the assist by Martinez. And that's going to make it 49-37, a fight for the ball. Again, Eunice forces a turnover. Chloe Jones going to run the point and run toward the left in the lane. Whether she was going to actually put up a shot or just try to draw a foul, doesn't matter. She ends up on the floor, and it's still Eunice ball. Now they give it to her. She puts up a three, won't fall. Fight for the rebound, and it is number 20, Rodriguez, with it. As she passes to Howler, Lovington ends up getting a handle on it. Two different girls. And this last
but they're going to call a foul before
Barunda,
that.
And so they're going to call. Are they going to call it on Barunda? Let's see who they call it on.
Yep, it'll be on Barunda.
Yeah, on Barunda. So it's a floor on the floor, though. That's the first. That's not the first foul on Bird. They
That's
have
her.
it down.
Yeah, that's
wow.
her first foul.
I thought
Fourth
she had-
team foul on
yeah,
Lovington.
I thought she had a foul on her already. Eunice with the ball. They inbound. Get it to Rodriguez. Bounce pass to Jones. Ooh, almost taken away. Barunda's got it. Jones on the floor with it. And again, they're going to say she traveled. And a lot of the Eunice faithful not liking that. They wanted a foul, but I think when it gets that sloppy and weird, you just go with, okay, she was on the floor and she tried to get control of the ball. So they inbound it, and a trip foul on Barunda. I think they're going to call the foul on Chloe Jones.
Yeah.
As really, I think her body just kind of got in the way. She was looking to try to steal the ball and got in the way. But it is a foul, her second, and it is going to be the fourth team foul.
Yep.
That's right. Inbound to Salcido right in front of the basket, and she puts it in. So finally, Lovington breaking that little scoring drought. 5:58 left to play.
Yeah, their first bucket
Eunice
of the
with
fourth
the
quarter.
ball. They get it to McBee, and from a right corner, she banks it off and in for a beautiful three-pointer. 51-40, Lovington with the ball. They bring it down under good defensive pressure by Eunice, and it's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to say last touch by Eunice.
By
Lovington. So Eunice will have it. So Barunda was the last one to touch that. So Eunice will have the ball.
Now.
And yes, you can tell Lovington is going to expect there is a timeout, and we'll just keep it right here, as actually it is a full one, but we'll keep it right here because you can expect that Eunice is now going to put a lot of defensive pressure on Lovington, and that means in the backcourt all over. They're just really going to be looking to steal the ball, force turnovers. They're just going to be very, very aggressive against Lovington. They're going to have to really pay attention and take care of the basketball. Eunice is looking to steal and try to get the lead. I mean, it's only 11 points.
Yeah, they can shoot the threes, and it will be, as you mentioned, full court press. And they might even try the trap press. Now, if they do go to a trap press instead of a man press, that will leave one of the Lady Cats open. The question is going to be, how do you find her? The Lady Cats do have a little bit of a size advantage. They might want to think about putting in Schaus at this point. Then you've got Schaus, Barunda, and Salcido, and that's a pretty good lineup as far as height and ability goes, but they're going to continue to go with a slightly smaller, quicker lineup with the Castro sisters, Aranda, Olivas, and Salcido.
And Eunice will inbound. They'll give it to Chloe Jones, run the point, pulls up, top of the arc, gets it over to the left side, going to give it to McBee. McBee drives in and passes and gets it to Rodriguez. A beautiful, off a great assist by McBee, that is, to Rodriguez. Lovington with the ball now. They bring it down. Olivas outside the arc, gets it to Salcido in the lane, puts it up. Oh, no good. Fight for the ball, and it goes out of bounds, and last touch to I believe, off the hands of Salcido. Aranda was there with her hands up, too.
Yeah, Salcido.
But it's going to be Eunice ball, and now with 5:17 left, it's 51-42, Lovington leading, but Eunice has the momentum right now. They bring it down, and driving the lane is number 20, Rodriguez. It's no good, and the rebound is Lovington's got it. Olivas has it. She's going to take it coast to coast. Oh, and then a bounce pass into Aranda is a bad pass. It goes right to Martinez instead. Martinez gives it to Jones. Jones trying to pass, ends up getting her pocket picked, and then it's pushed away, and in the backcourt it goes to McBee, and a pass is intercepted by Aranda and goes out of bounds. It'll stay Eunice ball. See, both of these teams are fighting and dodging and leaping and pushing and tipping the ball, and it's back and forth, but Eunice as Chloe Jones, she pulls up, takes a three-point shot, won't fall. The fight for the rebound, literal fight, is going to be a call ball. It's going to be a tie ball with Howler and Salcido on each side of it, and the arrow is going to go the way of Lovington. I was about to say, it seems like it should be Lovington. Finally, yes, Lovington inbounds. It's going to be Castro to Aranda, all the way over to Olivas, down to Salcido. Oh, yeah, Salcido right underneath the basket, pulls up, and Howler just kind of flies all over her. So Howler will have the foul. They'll pull Howler out. Nope, coach is just going to talk to her. So that's the third foul against Howler here. 4:32 left to play in the game. It's not a shooting foul. It's on the floor. Olivas will inbound right underneath the Lovington basket, looking for somebody. Gets it to Salcido, pops it, pulls up, no good. The rebound and the putback by Castro. Malaya is good. Makes it 53-40. 53-42, that is. Just 4:20 left to play in the game. Chloe Jones with the ball. Passes to Rodriguez right underneath the basket, and she puts it up and in, an easy one. So 53-44. And a lot of boos as that
foul called on
basketball-
the inbound on Jones.
On Chloe Jones. That's her third.
And that is the 16
that is
foul.
the 16 foul. Nope, that's
That's the 16 foul
okay.
on Eunice.
All right. They inbound and a fight for the ball. Again, just a free-for-all. Eunice is ferocious in their defense. Malaya Castro's got it. She's going to run, and she's going to get fouled by Haller. Haller knows it. She reached in as Malaya went by in the lane, going to drive in, try to put a shot up.
Oh, they actually call an offensive foul, and so that'll be the 18th turnover on
really?
Lovington.
Wow.
No, before the foul, no foul called. It was a double dribble.
So they're going to say a turnover. Wow, and I saw it as a reach-in foul and didn't see the turnover. So the ball is brought down, then ends up going out, and it's going to be Lovington basketball. They inbound to Malaya Castro. Malaya getting worked on by McBee. She's got to get across the timeline. She does. Getting worked on hard. Passes to Myra Castro. Pulls up. Gets it to Olivas, left side. Again, ferocious defense by Eunice. Olivas looking to leave it off for Aranda. Aranda in the lane, kicks it out to Malaya Castro on the right wing. She gets fouled, so Aranda will go to the line. Nope, it's on the floor.
Yeah, that should be the 7th
And
team
that's-
foul, so
yeah,
that'll be 1-and-1 time.
It should be, but we'll see.
Yeah,
They're-
that'll be the 4th on Haller, and so
Yeah,
1-and-1 time.
Chief Bridgeforth is saying, hey, it's 1-and-1. Yeah, Chief Bridgeforth motioned to the ref and said, hey, and the ref put up his hands 1-and-1. So, yes, that's exactly what will happen is Aranda will go to the line.
Aranda 0 for 1 tonight, so a chance to get this back to a 10-point lead. Eunice sticking around with 3:29 to go in the ball game.
53-44 the score. Aranda at the line. Eyes at Skies. It puts it up no good. Haller with the rebound.
Her 8th rebound of the ball game.
And Haller will leave it off for McBee. McBee trots across the court, center line. Gets it to Jones, left wing. Jones walks it across midcourt. Gets it over to the left, gets it back. Drives in, kicks it out to McBee right side. McBee right drives in, nowhere to go. Now McBee, Jones tries a three, banks it off the glass. Beautiful. I didn't think that would go in, but it does.
12 for Jones in the ball game.
53-47, just a 6-point lead by Lovington. And here's Eunice with extremely good defense. Chloe Jones fighting for the ball, trying to take it away. Are they going to call a jump ball, or are they going to call the foul?
I think they're going to call the foul on
They're
Malaya.
gonna call the foul on Malaya.
So that'll be her first personal, 5th team foul, and that will be turnover number 19
And
on the Lady Cats.
Chief Bridgeforth wants to talk about it. He wants a timeout. I think he sees tempers rising. I can understand why, and we will keep it. It's just a 30. So we'll keep it right here and just acknowledge our sponsors. Thank you very much to Stone Oilfield Services, Man Welding, Lee County Electric Co-op, Bob Thriftway, Eunice Pump and Supply, Lovington Schools, Lovington Auto Supply, Devon Energy, and Nowell Pharmacy. Thank you very much. Of course, you're watching and listening to Lovington Girls Basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. During this timeout by Chief Bridgeforth, as we are just minutes away from ending this one, but it's still anybody's ball game as Eunice has really stepped up the defensive pressure. They're being very aggressive, and Lovington girls really are not responding as well as they're just, I think Chief Bridgeforth is probably telling them, you got to move the ball. You got to move it. You got to pass it. Keep your passes sharp and crisp. Try to move the ball, because if you stand still, Lovington's going to come for you and come for you hard. Eunice with the ball. Haller's got it. Tries for a three. Oh, not a three, but she puts it up and in and makes it 49-53. Eunice eating in, and Lovington with the ball.
And that'll
On
do
the
it for
right
Haller.
side, Haller's going to reach in, and that's a foul against Haller. She's played a hard game and has several rebounds and some scoring to go along with that, but that's her 5th foul, and it is going to put Aranda at the line. just a 4-point lead right now by Lovington with 2:32 left to play in this ball game. And Aranda will shoot. And it looks like the ref was motioning for Eunice to put the girl in. And the first one up and good. Makes it 54-49. Every point is crucial at this point for Lovington as Eunice finally decides to put the girl that's going to go in for Howler. Second one up and nothing but net. 55-49. Good job at the line by Aranda with pressure free throw shooting. Eunice with the ball. Chloe Jones running the point. Gets it over to Rodriguez. So all the way over to the left side. Back to Jones. Now back to Rodriguez. Back to Jones. Jones pulls up. Sends it outside the arc right side. Rodriguez. As Lovington really trying to keep Eunice out of the paint. Jones attacking, going in anyway. Puts us a shot, won't fall. It's McBee with the rebound and the putback, no good. This time, the Olivas with the ball, and Eunice wanting the turnover, don't get it. As Olivas gets it to Aranda. Aranda drives in from the right side, 2 points, and Eunice still smarting, saying that should have been a turnover.
Now 10 for Aranda in the ball game.
57-49, 8-point lead by Lovington. Eunice has got the ball. Chloe Jones with it, running the point. Now gives it off to Morin, back to Jones. Jones in the lane, puts up a shot, won't fall, and it's Salcido with it's Malaya Castro with the ball.
With the rebound. So.
And it looked like Jones got bumped. There was no whistle, no foul called. Maybe,
yeah, they're letting it go a little bit.
Well, because it's gotten so physical this game, and some incidental contact is going to happen. They pass it to Aranda from the top of the free throw line. She takes a shot, won't fall. Fight for the rebound underneath. It was Salcido and McBee. Jump ball. It's going to be Eunice who will have possession. And that's Rodriguez inbounding to Chloe Jones. She's going to run the point, bring it up, cross the court, center. Walk it over to the right. A minute left to play in this one. 57-49. Lovington leads by 6. Chloe Jones looking for room, getting worked on by Malaya Castro. Leaves it off for Rodriguez. Now she drives in, puts up a shot from the left side, won't fall. Salcido with the rebound, gives it to Olivas. Olivas to Myra Castro. She pulls up, lets traffic go by, gets it to Malaya Castro, getting worked on by Jones. Malaya runs through the line. Some Eunice folks say that was a travel, but no whistle, and Malaya Castro puts it up and in. And 59-49 now your score. 10-point lead by Lovington and 32 seconds left to play. There's a timeout. It's a full one, so we'll take it and be back with in 30 seconds with more Lovington girls basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
School is back in session, and we are excited to be back. The Lovington Municipal School District welcomes our amazing students, staff, and families. With over 3,000 students across 10 campuses, the Lovington School District is the pride of Lee County. As we build Champion Cats, we're looking forward to seeing you at school activities. For on-demand updates about Lovington schools, please log on to lovingtonschools.net.
Stone Oilfield Services says many traffic fatalities may be caused by an intoxicated driver. So do yourself and your community a favor and remember the 3 C's of safety: caution, courtesy, and above all, common sense. Safe and sober driving is everyone's responsibility. That message was from Stone Oilfield Services in Lovington, a name you can trust and depend on. For quality and integrity, call 575-396-1840. From the Stone family and staff at Stone Oilfield Services.
And back to action as Eunice inbounds, gets it to Jones. Jones drives in, tries a shot from the right side, won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Olivas has it. And they're going to say jump ball as one of the Eunice girls got a hand on it.
McBee tied her up in there.
All right. Just long enough. Was not one of those long fight for the balls. Like we have seen some fierce, almost fist fights for the ball. This time just a quick one, but Eunice Lovington gets the possession arrow. They get it in. Malaya Castro going to drive all the way down. She runs out of court. Right before she does, she gets pushed, and they're going to call, they're going to call number 2 Morin.
No, they're going to call an offensive foul.
They're going to call an offensive foul on Malaya Castro.
No.
Nope. They're going to call number 11, Chloe Jones, and that's going to be her 4th foul. Yeah, Chief Bridgeforth wanting some.
But they are going to
call it technical.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're going to tee up Malaya.
Malaya, and Chief Bridgeforth wanted an explanation. So So,
yeah, Malaya, I think, said something to Chloe after the foul.
And that wiped out the foul against Jones, right?
No, what will happen, I think, I actually thought they were supposed to take the one-and-one first.
Yes, and I think that's
then
true.
they'll come down and shoot the technicals, and it'll be Eunice
and
ball.
See, that's what has me confused because they immediately put number 20, Rodriguez, to the line. But
so, yeah, Malaya will go to the line to shoot the one-and-one.
Right, and because she got fouled by Jones, so she will go to the line.
Yeah, and it
and
will
then
be
afterward, it'll be a one-and-one
Yeah,
situation?
it'll be a one-and-one, so she has one for sure, and if she makes it, she'll get a second shot.
And then
Rodriguez will shoot the technicals.
And no good. So that's it. Now we'll go, and Rodriguez will go to the line for Eunice by herself and shoot the technical. So score is still 59-49, but we only have 16 and a half seconds left to play in the game. Lovington up by 10. And up and good. So that makes it 59-50.
And 11 in the books now for Rodriguez.
And that one hits the front of the iron, but then rolls in. So 59-51, 8 points now. And Eunice will get possession of the ball. They will inbound at midcourt and have 16 and a half seconds to try to figure out getting 8 points to try to tie this up, or 9 points to win it.
And now Chief Bridgeforth is, I think, taking a timeout.
So
maybe, he wants to talk to the officials.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll take a 30 and be back with more Lovington girls basketball from Langston Gym.
We're the pharmacy that you've trusted for over 75 years. Being open for that length of time can only happen with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported the local youth in City of Lovington for over 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Lovington Wildcats.
And back for the finish of this one at Joe Langston Gym in Eunice. It is almost the end of the game. I mean, only 16 and a half seconds left to play. Out of the timeout, Chief Bridgeforth taking a moment to talk to the refs during that timeout in a firm but
a respectful but firm manner.
But respectful. I was looking for the right word. Respectful is good. So play has resumed as Chloe Jones has got it, and she drives into the lane from the right side and goes down.
Erlyn Salcida caught her as she was going in, so they're going to call Salcida for her first personal.
And that will put Chloe Jones
at
the line.
Oh, wow, they're actually going to call it on Alexander.
On Aubrey Alexander. Okay, so Alexander in. Salcido and Myra Castro in the blocks for Lovington in the front. And Chloe Jones at the line, and she's pretty deadly at the free throw line. She doesn't miss many, and she makes that one, makes it 59-52.
13 points in the game now for Jones.
She'll have another chance at it. The rebound on this is going to be crucial. And that one is up and good as well. Salcido will have it. Lovington's really got to try to take care of the ball, and immediately it gets pushed away by Morin. It'll stay Lovington ball. It got pushed out of Aranda's hands. It'll be Castro inbounding, and bumping into her is McBee. At least I hope that's how they're going to call it. That's how I saw it.
Yeah, and I think that is what they're going to do. So it will be on McBee.
It'll be on McBee. It'll be on the floor. Well, it'll be
her first personal team foul, so double bonus time for the Lady Cats.
And that is going to put Olivas at the line for Lovington. And they're just going to, Chief is just going to pull all of his girls back. And it's Olivas at the line, and it rattles home. I always like to see that no matter what happens. When there's a big attempt by the crowd to rattle somebody, I like to see them make it anyway, and she does. 60-52, that one no good. It comes out, controlled by Morin for Eunice, and a big pass down ends up going out of bounds and hitting the back of the gym. 60-53, a 1.8 seconds left to play in the game, and it'll be Lovington's ball to inbound from underneath the Eunice basket. They get it to Olivas, and then the game buzzer sounds at the end. It is 60-53, your final score here at Eunice. A Lovington win, and we'll be back to wrap this one up. We'll have your Now Pharmacy post game. Again, Lovington winning this one over Eunice 60-53, and we'll be back with Lovington girls basketball on Lovington Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Honest, trustworthy. gives you confidence you made the right decision. Jimmy Carter and his exceptional man welding team support Wildcat Athletics and the Lovington School. Man Welding is your local welding company. Big jobs or small jobs, call Man Welding 396-4540. Any welding job, any welding question, call 396-4540. Together, we'll fabricate the future. You made the right decision. You called Man Welding. Man up.
Attention shoppers, Bob's Thriftway welcomes you to Lovington, New Mexico. This week you'll save big on grocery items throughout their store. Save big on produce, household items, bread products, and meats. Every week, Bob's Thriftway has big savings for their customers. Bob's Thriftway is your local hometown grocery store. So for the freshest produce, the best meats, shop Bob's Thriftway, 906 West Avenue D in Lovington.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Lovington High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Lovington, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you.
And we're back. Sorry, but we had our power unplugged, so it took a minute for everything to cycle back and get us on. So we are here to wrap things up pretty quickly from Joe Langston Gym as Lovington just defeated Eunice 60-53, a 7-point win in what was really kind of a contentious game when it got to that fourth and final quarters. Eunice never quit fighting, and here is TJ with the stats and the wrap-up for the game.
Well, thank you very much, Dawn. A couple of quick ones. We'll run through it pretty quick. Leading scorer tonight for Eunice was McKenna McBee. She had 15 points to go along with 5 rebounds. 14 points for Chloe Jones. 12 points in the books for Alina Rodriguez. 6 points for Jasmine Martinez. 4 points Samantha Allen. 2 points for Aubrey Haller. Leading rebounder for Eunice tonight was Haller with 8 rebounds. 27 rebounds as a team for the Lady Cards. They go 9 of 10 from the free throw line. They get 9 in the first, 16 in the second, 7 in the third, 11 in the fourth for their 53, and they turn the ball over 23 times in the ball game. For your Lovington Lady Cats tonight, leading scorer Malaya Castro finishes up with 26 in the ball game to go along with 4 rebounds, 10 in the books for Aubrey Aranda. Then you had 6 points for Erlyn Salcida. She was the leading rebounder with 9. 5 points for Myra Castro. Ashlyn Barunda chipped in 7 points. 4 points Kira Olivas and 2 points for Abigail Schaus. As we mentioned, Salcida, the leading rebounder, with 9. 34 rebounds as a team for the Lady Cats. They go 12 of 18 from the free throw line. 21 turnovers in the ball game. 16 in the first, 11 in the second, 22 in the third, and 11 in the fourth.
Yep, and it was a back-and-forth game, and even though, Lovington ended up winning by 7, they led by 11 at one point, I believe, their biggest lead. It was never comfortable because Eunice was coming at them, and Lovington really, they did some good things in this game, but they also saw what it was like to play against a very aggressive team. Eunice actually was a lot more defensively aggressive, I think, than even they saw against Carlsbad on Tuesday night, TJ.
Well, I think they definitely were, and that is going to serve them good when they get into district in just a little over a week. Of course, tomorrow night we'll have the boys here on the Lovington Sports YouTube channel as they are taking on Clovis and honoring the 83 state champion team. You'll have that game. I'll be on assignment tomorrow night, so have that. And then, of course, our next Lady Cat game, I believe, will be next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's, I think, on the 27th. Isn't that right? Is that,
27th is district opener
right,
against Artesia.
Actually,
that
will
will
be
be our
girls. That's right.
Yeah, that will be our next girls game.
It will be. That's what I've said.
Okay, yes. I got confused. I stay confused.
All right. So that'll be the next time for our Lovington girls to be on the air. But tomorrow night I will have the boys game from Wildcat Gym. So until then, thank you very much for watching and listening. We appreciate all of our sponsors, and we're going to say good night. Again, a win, 60-53 final score for Lovington over Eunice tonight. For TJ Miracle, I'm Dawn Morgan. Thanks for listening and watching to Lovington Basketball, Lovington Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Good evening.